Creamy, delicious carbs. Goes with everything.
I think so. Chef Bryan's getting us ready for Easter.
Yeah, and of course our gratin potatoes are a favorite side dish for Easter. At least at my house they were growing up. It's very easy to start them. I've started off with a roux here, which is equal parts butter and flour. So that's about 4 tablespoons of butter and 4 tablespoons of flour. Now to this I am going to add the milk while I'm whisking it, just to make sure everything gets nice and mixed in. Roux are great because the fat is coating the flour itself, so it won't thicken the flour up immediately. I mean, the flour, you can add it into a hot soup or something to help thicken because of the fat being coated with the flour. I don't know, did that make any sense? I hope you all made sense of that at home. It was kind of hard to get out. So once you get this all mixed together, what I'm going to do to this is add in a couple of cups of shredded cheese. And so I'm just using a Mexican blend cheese. This is a basic cheese sauce that you can make. This is going to be poured into the potatoes when we get those all ready. So I'm going to turn this off for now, and I'll come back, get that mixed in, and get that cheese all mixed in. So I have the grater here. This is actually the slicer, not the grater, excuse me. And this one here, I can actually adjust the width of the slice itself. And so I like to put my potatoes at about a 1/4 inch for this. And so you can cut them however you want to, thickness-wise, but you want them all to be the same size. That's so very, very important when you do that. So get your food processor put together to do that. And then what I like to do is wash the russets, and these have a nice skin on them. They're not too thick of a skin, and so I'm going to leave the skin right on them. All the nutrients really for me are in the skin, and so I like to leave up the skin on when I can. I'm going to slice those up so they'll fit in my food processor, and then I'm going to slice these all up. So I'll get these sliced up, guys. When we come back, I'll show you how to finish this up, and I'm using a favorite onion from the green bean casserole to finish these off. I think you're really going to enjoy them.
We can guess.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Head back into the kitchen and finish up the perfect Easter side dish. I love au gratin potatoes.
They're so delicious. And so what I'm doing now is just layering the potatoes in the baking dish here. You don't want to rinse the potatoes because you want the starch from the potatoes to actually help to thicken any types of liquid that come out of the potatoes. Now once you get those layers built up, what I like to do is, these are the crispy onions that you use, like the French onions for the green bean casserole. They go really well in au gratin potatoes, and so I like to use those. You can use just regular onions if you want to, but once you get all of these layered into there, what I like to do is use steak seasoning. So I love the Montreal steak seasoning, and I use that as the seasoning on the potatoes, and that gives them such a great flavor. And if you haven't tried it, oh, can't wait for you guys to try that. Now as far as the sauce that we made earlier, all I'm going to do is just pour that right over the potatoes itself. And you may have to guide it a little bit, because if it's a full baking dish of potatoes, it may just flow over the sides a little bit. So if it does, just kind of take your fork here and just kind of open that up and let that sauce kind of pour down into there. Now I do like to finish it off with a little bit of the extra onions on top of it, as well as some seasonings. This then goes covered into your 350-degree oven for about an hour until those potatoes are nice and tender. So this is ready to go for au gratin little dishes on the side. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to try this, because honestly, it's delicious. Now these are some that I've made earlier. What I do like to do is allow the potatoes to sit for about 10 minutes before serving them, so they kind of firm up a little bit. And there we have them, our delicious au gratin potatoes that, oh, can't wait for you all to try it. The recipe is on KUTV.com. You can also go to cookingwithchefbryan.com. It's right on the home page. But oh, what a wonderful side dish of potatoes for Easter. Head on over, grab the recipe, and enjoy them. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Bryan.
You look wonderful.